Hi there. Previously, we saw the types of cache purge and also how you can purge the cache through the dashboard. Now, in this video, we will see how you can purge the cache through the Fastly's API. And in this one, we will purge the whole cache, which is obviously not recommended. But firstly, we will see how to purge the whole cache through API. And let's take an example of how we will do that. So for example, we have this site created, which is a very simple site we were experimenting till now, and in this one I have written one extra t over here. Now in my cached site, you can see it is still serving the with double t, but now suppose I remove this t and save it and run the site. So in the actual side from the which is served from the origin, you'll see it is 1t, but if we see the cached side, you will see it is still saying double t. So now what? How can we then purge it with our API? Because going every time to the dashboard and purging it is not a scalable solution. So what we want is that what we will expect in an ideal situation is whenever we make some changes in the code, our server will rerun this. Our server will basically rerun the web server, and at that point the cache should be flushed. So we will replicate that only over here. So we have hosted our site on REPL-it, and REPL-it basically provides you a way to provide the commands which will be run when we click on run. So if you go to .repl-it file, you will see that we have written two commands over here which are run. So first we run a purge.php script, and then we start the web server. Now in the purge.php script, currently you can see this is commented out, but we will run this and we will see how the cache purge works. So you can see in this script we have used the Fastly's composer package. You can also use its raw API, but as it provides package, then therefore you can obviously use it for easy use. So this is the documentation of the purge, and it provides a very detailed documentation. They're very simple, few APIs only present. So this is the API which we are interested in, that purge everything from a service. So we have our service, which is this one. We have the service ID, and in the service ID you can put this one, and then you can call purge all, which will basically purge all the paths of your site. So that's what we are doing over here. So you can see we have first initialized the configuration of the Fastly API using API token. That is the one credential which is needed. Then we are initializing the client, simple things, bootstrap things, and then we have written a function, because in the next part we will write another function to purge particular URLs. So this is the purge all function, in which we are taking the client and then we are creating the options. In the options we take the service ID, that is the service ID of your of the serial service ID in which you have hosted your site, and then we will just call the API by saying client purge all with the options, and that's it. If it is a success, it will print the results and say purge action complete, else it will print one exception. So that's it. Now let's uncomment this and see what happens. So as soon as you uncomment this and click on run, if you check the console over here, you will see it says this one, which is the response of the Fastly API, which says okay, and then purge action complete. And now if you go ahead, you might need to give it some time to purge the cache successfully. That is because it's propagating to all its CDN servers. Now if you go and refresh the page, ideally you should see the cache is purged, and that's it. So this is how you purge everything, and now all the caches will be purged. If you go to hello.php also, you will see the response time is greater, because the cache for this is also purged. And that's how you purge all the cache. But again, this is not recommended, because with every server restart you are literally flushing all the cache. Instead, you should partially flush the cache using URL flush or the surrogate keys, which we haven't covered till now. So in the next video, maybe we can see how to flush particular URLs, the files using the files which have changed. So that's it for this one. Thank you.